So first thing we're going to do is for our flooring contractor, we need to set up our Google business profile right. So a Google business profile is a free storefront on Google. So two questions you need to ask yourself when you set up your Google business profile is, do you go to people to provide your service, or do people come to you for you to provide your service? Now, if you install floors, you go to people. If you're a flooring store, people come to you. So first things first, we need to get a Google business profile. It's free. You can absolutely get a Google business profile, and it's basically a free billboard from Google. So the question is, when you go to set up your Google business profile, is do people come to you for you to provide the service, or do you go to them to provide the service? So now, if people come to you, you need to show your address on your Google business profile when you go to set it up. So if you have a commercial location, or if you have a location where people come and then that you provide like a product or a service, you need to verify your address. Something else to consider is, let's say you're just starting out as a flooring contractor and you don't yet have a showroom. You can still get a Google business profile and just not show the address. But just so you know, go to get that verified address, that flooring showroom. That's going to help you rank. Having a verified address helps you rank higher than those that don't. So now here's another trick about Google business profiles. Not a lot of people tell you is that you can have multiple Google business profiles. You can absolutely have two, three, four, five. Now, we don't want to be lying to Google that we don't actually have locations there. We want to be truthful. And what's awesome about Google business profiles is that around each profile, there's a 4 to 5 mile radius. And in that radius is where you will appear when people search for your search terms. And then right on the edge of that radius is when you'll notice you'll start to drop out of search. So what we can do is we can get two Google business profiles, and then with that radius, we can slightly overlap it so that in between our profiles, slightly where that radius is overlapping, when someone goes to search, they will see two of our profiles when there's three profiles being listed in that search. If you ever go to search in Google and you see when there's three profiles, what can happen is that if they're in between both of yours, there's an instance in which two of your profiles can take up three of the like of those Google business profiles in search. And so whenever you get that set up, you're literally just going to be printing cash because you're taking up 66% of the search results for those three Google business profiles. So just to recap, we want to get the free Google business profile set up. There's no excuses. There's no reason why. And then what we want to do is that if we are a flooring contractor, right, but we're doing it out of our home, then we want to hide the address. But once we get to the point to where we can get a commercial location, that's when we want to verify the address. Now, when we get to the point we have that commercial location and then we want to expand, or we're a little bit, we need more demand, a good idea is to get that second and even third profile set up so that it's essentially a free billboard from Google to start generating you more leads.